that, Lance?
Nothing
What's
at all.
what's
I
wrong? What's
I
wrong with
love
you?
a color coded binder, organized in all the hues. I love that.
Hey,
Welcome.
yo, hey, chat. Lance is bullying me for
What?
having autism and
No, in no
and
way.
being
What?
OCD
What are you?
and failing to my or losing to my OCD right now. Because if you see me looking down, it's because I have a bunch of basketball cards in front of me, and I'm putting them in team order and in position. So
We
yeah,
also, you have a very special rookie card that we're going to be giving away at
I
the end of this
do, I
episode.
do, folks. Look, uh, do me a favor if you guys want to. If you want to help out our guy Eri out in Modesto, go onto his page real quick. Check out the page. He has markets. He has food drives every weekend. And if you guys, anybody who first person to donate a can of soup to Eri, I'll send you out this Cooper Flag rookie card. If you guys don't collect cards, this is the new Tops. Tops hasn't made basketball cards in the last 15 years. They just got the license from Panini. So
Nice.
this is the actual this is his rookie year. This is their first rookie card in the last 15 years. Yes, people are gonna tell you there's a lot of these base cards, is as they're called, but not everybody's gonna keep them. And depending on how his career goes, and it looks pretty good. You know, it,
You already got it sealed up and protected?
right? Oh yeah, you know what? I even throw another rookie who's doing pretty good. It's a VJ Edgecombe rookie card.
Whoa, whoa,
So
whoa, 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 whoa,
yeah,
whoa.
man. Shout out to you guys and go help our guy Erod, man. I got you guys, man. Donate something to Erod. Doesn't have to be big, man. $3 can of corn or whatever. But yeah, we'd love to see you guys donate out to our guy Erod. Let us know, man. Let us know what you guys do for your community. Put it in the chat
Hey,
in our anywhere we have comments. Please comment on what you guys are doing for your community so we can celebrate you guys too. But yeah,
this, yeah, this is episode 181. Go to the YouTube page. You can comment there. Let us know what you're doing in the community. But definitely follow on Instagram, le_Vasa, LE_VASA. Shout out to brother E right over there. Levasa Island Apparel. And also all the good things that they're doing in the community there in Modesto, California.
yep.
There is a mobile fresh drop. These for sponsored by the second harvest of the Greater Valley that is partnering up with Levasa and the Via Dolorosa Church there in Modesto, California, 1331 Cascade Avenue. They're going to be giving away food from 11 to 12 this Friday, November 7th. But you can go on Levasa on the Instagram page and see, I think they got a schedule for the next couple of months. So we know that people have lost like food stamps, your SNAP, because of
Not
the government
benefits.
shutdown. Um, these are some of the resources of people in the communities there trying to get these resources and this food out to people that need it. No questions asked, but check out that video Brother Uri posted on Levasa for more information. And find out how to donate to Levasa and the food drive, the Via
Help your
Dolorosa
people,
Church,
man. Help your
and
people.
comment to us, message to us, and we'll get you. Coach Forrest is going to send out these Cooper Flag
Hell yeah. Help
and
your people,
VJ
man.
Edgeco cards. Yeah. Welcome to another episode of the Ballinesian podcast here on the Polytickin Network. Coach Forrest, I'm Lance Falatogo, Charger and Raider fan. Someone's talking about sports. Gonna be getting into the deals that both of our teams and a bunch of others across the NFL made as we record this, the day of the trade deadline. No more trades. The rosters are set in the NFL for the rest of the season. It's freaking week 10, man. It's already halfway through the season. We're going to be
Don't
talking
remind me.
about that. The NBA gambling, some of the latest, as well as Steve Ballmer getting sued. The Bulls are 6-1. We're going to be talking a little bit about the Dodgers, but yeah, we're recording this on Tuesday, November 4th.
It's so funny the people that they allow. I know it's money, but man, I mean, other jobs have background checks. You can't background check owners. Fi-
For
Find out that they're weirdos, like Steve Ballmer.
Steve Ballmer, what do you mean? Oh, that
He's getting sued. What's he getting sued for?
he's getting sued by the investors of Aspiration, who, according to Pablo Torre finds out, was kind of like a shell company that Steve Ballmer invested in to give money to Kawhi Leonard so that the Clippers could pay Kawhi Leonard less than maximum, but Kawhi would still get paid a lot more money by this like pre-made deal that the Clippers had with this side. I think Aspiration was like a tree planting business, and Kawhi got a $7 million job or endorsement deal that where he didn't actually have to show up or endorse anything. So it was a no-show job. He got paid $7 million extra. And Pablo Torre says this was a way for the Clippers to circumvent the cap. And Steve Ballmer did it knowingly so that he could get around the salary cap.
It's funny because they just like Shohei's deal, they could have did something like that at least. He gets all his money on the back end, so like he gets paid little up front, and then when the team starts trading people, then most of that money comes in like on the back years of his contract. But
yeah,
no.
his contract doesn't start till like 2035. It's his
his
$1
actual
is deferred.
Yeah.
But this and so the lawsuit is coming from investors in that company saying that, oh, Steve Ballmer came, put hella money into our company. We bought in thinking this is only going to go up, not knowing it was just like a skeleton company to basically funnel money to Kawhi. So they're suing him for their investments, I think.
I love it.
Yeah, love to see it. Kawhi is like, I'm leaving now. Kawhi's like, actually, this is my retirement tour. That would be.
Hey, yo, check it out. I'm just gonna leave now.
I'm just gonna be out. Yeah.
I'll watch you guys.
If you're watching this on the YouTube, thank you for subscribing and following the Polytickin Network. Also, make sure if you're listening to this on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, thank you for rating us 5 stars, for pushing up and sharing this medium, but definitely follow on the YouTube page. And also patreon.com/the Polytickin Podcast. Patreon is the best way to support us directly. So hit us up. There's a extra episode every week if you put in at least $5 a month.
Nice.
We're recording this Tuesday, November 4th. It is election day. I said this on the Patreon. Election day should be a federal holiday because it's important to America. It's important to your community. Okay. It's important to your state, exactly how these votes are going to go. So people shouldn't be stuck at work having to do stuff. It should be a celebration. How do you feel about election day? Did you have to vote in anything today?
No.
Oh, no.
No. I gave up that right a long time ago.
No.
I don't trust anybody.
You don't trust you don't trust the election system in America?
I don't trust the system.
One person, one vote.
Nope. You know who I trust? I trust me and the people around me.
Yeah.
And I'll vote for you guys. If you run, I'll vote for you.
I had that feeling in 2016. I was like, who cares who votes? Who cares who votes for president?
I have the consciousness.
Life is way different.
I have the consciousness that voting is important. I will tell you guys that voting is important. Go out and vote. But
what is election day like in American Samoa?
It's lit. No other country doesn't. Well, at least before. So they used to have these tents set up at polling stations in American Samoa, and I know they passed a bill where they can't do it anymore, but they'd have tents set up around the polling stations, and out of these tents, the candidates would be giving out barbecue plates. So
hey, go over there and vote, and then come over here and get some food.
Right. That was like, and then, hey, you might be thinking, nah, there's no way people's votes are going to be swayed by barbecue. There's all kinds of people in the world. I am telling you, don't ever think that food will not sway someone's political vote, because I've seen it happen.
If you don't really care who gets what, or you don't think your vote counts, you can definitely at least cash in and get a free barbecue plate.
Man, I'm telling you, and the barbecue was like top tier.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
for folks out here who don't understand, like if you guys are thinking like country barbecue, like with the Kansas City kind of barbecue, like the heavy thick sauce, like you throw your meat on the grill first and grill it, and then like baste it with sauce, with the brush and all. In American Samoa, we do what folks out here call like Korean barbecue, I guess would be the closest thing
yeah.
I
Right,
can
soy
say.
sauce
Right.
marinade.
You make your own sauce. A lot of it's I'm not gonna give out secrets because, it gets
No,
pretty
what
serious when
what
you
do
do
you
barbecue.
have to have? What are the like everyone freestyle? Some people put in beer, some people put in orange. What do you have to have in a good
I
chicken or
guess if I said if you're gonna have your base for your marinade, it's gonna be Kikkoman soy sauce.
yeah, oh nice,
Kikkoman
nice, nice.
shoyu, not soy sauce now. I know it says soy sauce on the bottle, but it's shoyu. I'm telling you. So Kikkoman shoyu and then brown sugar. That's your base all
Mm.
the time. All the time. And then most people are gonna add like basic stuff is like throw some ginger in there and some garlic,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
you know,
Ginger and garlic.
uh some scallions as people call it out here.
Mm-hmm,
And
mm-hmm.
for us regular folks, green onions.
Green onions.
Yeah. So that's your base. And then, from there on, like Lance said, you see people put cans of beer in there. I've seen you can do ketchup, and then you can
Ketchup,
throw
yeah.
like actual barbecue
Sweeteners.
sauce. Yeah, honey mustard barbecue mixed in
Mm.
with that shoyu and the brown sugar. Oh man, yeah. So there's a ton of stuff, man. People slice oranges into it. So
If
everybody's got their little thing to it, little kick to it.
if you had to make barbecue to win someone's vote, let us know in the comments
What's
exactly how you're making that
what's
base.
your sauce? Yep. Let
Yeah.
us know what
And
your sauce is.
I will try every one of those out next spring. It's starting to get kind of cold. Election day should be a holiday. There are 11 federal holidays in the United States. Which
Hey,
one would you give up?
for
Or
federal workers, it was.
for what?
It was a holiday
Oh
for federal
wow,
workers.
because it's yeah, the government is still shut down. We're like on day 34. Here are the federal holidays, the 11 official holidays in America. New Year's Day. Which one of these would you replace for Election Day? New Year's Day, MLK Day, President's Day. That one's mine. That's
Yeah, I was gonna about. I don't know. Well, why are we celebrate people who put people into slavery? That's weird.
Memorial Day, Juneteenth, Independence Day, Labor Day, Columbus Day. That is also high on the list to replace. Is that still the official holiday?
No, it's. I mean, for some it's Columbus Day, but it's changed to Indigenous Day now.
Indigenous Peoples Day? That yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So instead of us celebrating the murderer that Christopher Columbus was, we
Yeah,
celebrate the people that he came here to murder.
that he came and displaced.
Yes.
The ninth one is Veterans Day, which is coming up next week, November 11th. And then the last two, I don't think you can mess with Thanksgiving Day and Christmas Day.
How hated when people said to be if one of us was like Veterans Day.
Yeah, just change it to
Right.
Election Day, go to Veterans Day. I say you could
Memorial.
make Veterans Day President's Day. You could do Veterans Day in
That's what I'm
February.
saying. Like, man, celebrate no president. The hell, get the hell.
Well, I think the original holiday was George Washington Day, and then they turned it into President's.
But they also no
Yeah.
because they had George Washington's birthday and Abraham Lincoln. That's why. So they had both those days were
Oh,
holidays,
in
and
that.
they meshed it into the one.
There you go. See, those are some good presidents, right?
I'm old.
What's your top five? Top five POTUS.
No, I'll be back.
Yeah.
No, no, we're not doing this.
All right, yeah. Make
All right,
election day
plead the fifth.
like American Samoa. And make it a freaking holiday. You shouldn't have to go to work on election day. Go vote.
Yeah,
All right.
hell yeah.
If you had a vote, would Major League Baseball have a hard salary cap? Yes or no?
Ooh, that's tough, man. That's tough. I think they should. Every other major sports does. You know what I mean? Even though it keeps changing every year.
Yeah,
Like,
well, the NFL has a hard salary cap that is like a percentage of the revenue or something, so it does go up every year.
yeah,
MLB doesn't have a salary cap. NBA has a salary apron, has a like
yeah, yeah,
a soft salary cap, but it
yeah,
becomes supposedly so restrictive after the second apron that it's basically if you go above that, you're screwed. So people don't do that. So it's
yeah.
kind of like a figurative salary cap. And then I think NHL has a hard salary cap too. I'm not sure about the NHL.
Oh, yeah.
We're probably not the people to ask about that. But
Wayne
MLB
Gretzky?
doesn't. I played his NHL game on Super Nintendo. Uh, so making a salary cap in baseball, the people that are for that argument are the same people that didn't like what the Yankees were doing, maybe don't like what the Dodgers are doing and spending a bunch of money on a bunch of supposed superstars that it's like a super team, right?
Right,
Uh,
right.
so you have the small markets like the formerly Oklahoma City. Oh, see there, Oklahoma City. That's another recent champion from a small market team.
Yep.
The Dodgers won Game 7 of the World Series, by the way. And it.
Boring.
Oh, did you watch Game 7?
I did. You know what? It's boring because we're arguing about it right now. It's exactly why we should have a salary cap. So teams like the Dodgers can't cheat their way into winning another World Series back to back. Like,
Right, right. Back to back. First time in 30 years, 25 years.
yeah, I
Uh,
mean, you can go back to back when you're cheating. So, well, there's
how
no
are the
mercy
Dodgers cheating?
by not having a salary cap.
The Dodgers are cheating the same way all 29 other teams are. They do
That's,
not, or is it 32? How many teams are in MLB? 32.
you know what?
There's 30 in basketball.
There's
Fix
enough
that.
for the Dodgers to still be cheating and paying players whatever they want when other
You
small
call it
market teams
cheating,
can't.
but the league allows what they're doing, right? I do think the deferred money kind of that's crazy. You can like, hey, we're going to give you $60 million a year, but we're not going to give you any of it for 10 years. What? I mean,
No,
and
yeah,
Shohei's like, actually, yeah, that's cool because I make $300 million
no,
a
yeah.
year from New
That's
Balance.
hey, that's a team player. He's helping the rest of the team. The salary cap question is tough because again, small market teams are always going to argue about we can't pay these players. We're in a smaller market. We don't make enough revenue like this. Well, I mean, you jumped into the game. You put your name in the pot, created your team. You bought that team, and in your head, I know somewhere because rich people do that, because they tackled these things before, and they're saying, no, you know what? I'm going to be the guy to make this small market team a champion when no other owner could make this small market team a champion. And then when it doesn't go your way, then you're like, well, we should have a salary cap, bro. Just get better guys. Analytics literally came from baseball. There's a GM that was in Boston, sat down with the numbers guy that he brought in, first time ever, and they just sat down and crunched numbers. And what they did was they found guys who could. They didn't get one guy who was great. They went and found guys who could be great at like certain things on the team, which is analytics. So like they had went and got this pitcher who can strike out left-handers with way better than anybody else percentage wise. When they got a hitter who can hit towards the right side of the field, and in their conference they have these right-handed pitchers that pitch a certain way, and that guy's been so like that's what they did. And if you haven't watched Moneyball, please go watch Moneyball. Super good movie, super informative, like super good, all about analytics, how analytics came about,
Nice.
and how Boston went and made it out to the championship. They made Jason Giambi a household name by going out and getting him, and he came over and was part of that. So yeah, I mean, always going to be the argument. There's going to be the teams that don't have enough money to cry about. Well, how can we keep up with these big teams? You just got to try. You got to try.
Bro, trade Paul George for the best young player and 5 draft picks, 5 first rounders. That's what you got to do.
There it
Oklahoma,
is.
I feel like Oklahoma City is a great example of like a very small market team that recently won a championship that you can point to be like, see, it's not about the money. It's about the team. It's about the players. It's about the roster.
True.
But of course, and I was talking to my sister about this today when we were talking about the Steve Ballmer thing. How, and I mentioned Mark Cuban went on Pablo Torre's show recently for an interview, and he was like, "Oh yeah, okay, what Ballmer did wasn't great." but it wasn't that bad. And it made me, it was something to that effect, right? He
Right.
wasn't totally like dismissing it, but he didn't really be like, damn, that's crazy. And I was like, is it more common, way more normal than we think that
Teams are
these
finding back
these
doors to pay players like that.
exactly these ways to circumvent the salary cap are already very normal and included in these kind of negotiations and contract handling? It's like, yeah, we can't give you the max, but because we want to be able to build a team around you, or because we got to pay these other stars that you're coming to play with. But what we can do is, I got a homie that owns a tree planting business, and we're going to give them $20 million to pay you an extra 15 over the next 3 years or something like that. So just thinking about how that might be part of some of these situations makes me think that's where the real like cheating around the rules as far as like paying people, I think, is. So I don't know how much more we're going to find out about that. And salary cap. Well, okay, so the only other argument that I have seen about not having a salary cap is like, if you're worried about payers getting the most they can get, a salary cap only limits how much money a good player can get. And then
Right.
eventually they have to go to another team. And then when you think about a salary cap, parity is the reason, right? You want a team to not be able to have three, Shohei Otanis. You want to spread those guys out to other teams that aren't as good, that have money to pay them, right? But the argument that I saw was a salary cap only limits how much players can get. It doesn't raise the floor. What you really want is a salary floor to force the owners to pay a certain amount, at least. Like, everyone has to stay under the same amount, but at least spend big money enough to get to a certain level that your team is playable, and you can't just like tank and be crappy and like,
Right.
oh, I'm only going to pay 12 guys $1 million each, and then I'm going to pocket the rest of this money, stuff like that. So if you have, well, you have to at least pay your whole team a total of $100 million. Now that you're like, oh shoot, I have to pay them 8.5 million each, stuff like that. So
No, for sure.
all right, election day, Dodgers win game 7. Shout out to Will Smith on that freaking extra innings home run. He yanked it. Also became the longest tenured playoff catcher for the Dodgers. That's crazy. I remember when it was Austin Barnes.
I still
And
think Freddie Freeman is the star of that series.
Freddie Freeman,
Eight.
freaking
Yeah.
18th inning, smacks one to take game 3, and then the Dodgers lose 2 after that. So it was freaking 2-3, and then the Dodgers needed a crazy game where the ball gets stuck, wedged under the outfield wall in game 6, end up coming back in the last seconds, needed Yamamoto to play the entire game, and then Yamamoto to come back in game 7 and close out the last 3 innings and extra innings. Mookie Betts' bat was dead. He went from hitting second to freaking cleanup by game 7. And Derek Jeter said this to him, I think after game 6, where Mookie Betts was saying, I haven't been doing so good. I haven't been playing so great. So just hopefully I can do something to help my team. And he was like, bro, shut up. Stop saying that about yourself. Your bat might not be working right now, but you're an amazing shortstop, and your defense can help your team almost as much as, of course, another shortstop would say that, right? He's like, you're an amazing shortstop, and your defense can help your team just as much as your offense could. And so Mookie was like, oh, nice. I'm gonna go throw this double play to end the World Series. Woo! Oh
Whatever,
man.
Derek Jeter. Whatever.
Shout out to Derek Jeter. Never did anything wrong
That we know.
That we know of yet. That we know of yet. All right, NBA gambling. Before we get to the trade deadline, we're going to go through all the trades that happened in the last week and up to the very last trade of the trade deadline, as well as the 2 trade deadline date trades that the Chargers and the Raiders made. But before we do that, latest on the NBA gambling Mafia poker ring. I feel like it was like a pop a week ago, and then everything went real quiet.
Well, elections is up. Elections came up, and And the World Series is still going on, so in the world of sports, there was at least that to go over.
Sure.
And I, like you said too, there's probably just a lot of stuff to go over for all the lawyers, the federal agents. There's probably
Mhm.
so much stuff that they're gonna have to go through. So many
Well,
names that haven't been named yet, just pieces scattered everywhere. They got to put all those pieces together. So it's probably be a little bit longer before we hear anything.
it's cooperation window.
That too.
Right now, people are like, actually, I can tell you everything you need to know. Just
Yeah.
don't send me to jail. The last I heard, but this was from like a week ago in an article, I think it was Ramona Shelburne, ESPN, going through like the Portland Trailblazer version of it, like Drew Holiday, Tybal, like a bunch of other guys, just not knowing that Chauncey Billups would ever be involved in something like this. They're like, oh no, he's like believes in me. That's like a really good coach. Yada yada yada. I didn't even know he gambled and didn't even know there was this side of him, stuff like that. But Chauncey Billups's court date is set for November 24th in Brooklyn. So that's 3 weeks away. I guess for sure we'll hear more when he goes to court, and hopefully other people are also going to court. I saw another Pablo Torre finds out that I've been watching a lot, so my algorithm is feeding it to me. But Shane Hennen, who was a gambler, got picked up on like some gambling charges early in the year, and then like a month later was hanging out at like the Aria High Limit bar like all day. I'm assuming wearing a wire. So did a bunch of other people. They like were like, nah, he's like there the whole day. He's just hanging out. So Shane Hennen is a name that I heard. Ty Lue was another name that I saw in like at least one article connecting him to Chauncey Billups, just being like, well, if Chauncey was involved, then Ty Lue, his best friend, probably has some connection. And it just keeps getting closer and closer to the Lakers. And I need you guys to back up. You're already talking about Damon Jones, and Damon Jones did this, Damon Jones did that, Damon Jones played with LeBron. Oh, of course, he played, they played cards with LeBron. Da, da, da. And maybe that's why LeBron has been so hurt. Oh, no, conspiracies. I'm connecting dots. Have you heard anything else about the gambling stuff or any new news in the last week?
No, not really, man. All I know is that I don't know anything. I haven't heard anything. It's been pretty quiet on that front. I just think there's so many people, like people coming that are probably gonna step forward and try to clear their names. And if they can in any way, if they are involved, again, clear their names by
Yeah.
turning state's evidence. So,
Well, yeah, there's a bunch of wires I'm sure going around. But if they already made arrests, you would think they'd have like enough to like start the trial, right? So they have enough to like
yeah,
get people found guilty of stuff. So they wouldn't need so many people. But if you already have a case stacked up and you show somebody, hey, look, all of you are going down unless one of you talks. You see how the line kind of forms. It's like, all right, I'll tell you something.
maybe.
That's a lot of information you have there,
Yeah.
investigator. All right, we do have a lot of information from the NFL trade deadline. I have to go over all the trades that have happened today, Tuesday, November 4th, up until the 4 p.m. Eastern deadline, 1 p.m. here for the West Coast. Starting from last week, 49ers acquired edge Keon White for a 7th round for the Patriots. Steelers got safety Kyle Duggard and a 7th rounder from the Patriots for a 6th rounder. Eagles acquired cornerback Michael Carter. Bruh, when this guy was injured, I thought he was Michael Carter, the running back that I had. I was so worried. I rushed over to the sleeper app. The Eagles got Michael Carter and a 7th from the Jets for John Mechie and a 6th. The Eagles got Jair Alexander and the 7th from the Ravens for a 6th. The Eagles got Jalen Phillips from the Dolphins for a 3rd. Lots of defense stuff going there for the Eagles. I feel like they've been super active, which is like, do the Eagles seem like their defense is the problem? I always feel like it's the offense that
Yeah,
kind
I
of
mean, but
is sputtering.
they did release CJ Gardner, so they were gonna need some backfield help anyway.
Oh, okay. The Ravens got Draymond Jones from the Titans for a conditional 5th. The Cowboys got Logan Wilson, linebacker from Cincinnati, for a 7th round pick. Jerry Jones had talked about there being like a big deal in place, and we were like, is this the deal you're talking about, Jerry? The Seahawks got wide receiver Rashid Shaheed from the Saints for a 4th and 5th rounder. The Colts sent 2 first-round picks and Adonai Mitchell to the Jets for Sauce Gardner. That was a big one. Sauce Gardner for 2 firsts. The Cowboys also got defensive tackle Quinnen Williams from the Jets for a 2nd rounder this year, a 1st rounder next year, and defensive tackle Maji Smith. The Bears got defensive end Joe Tyrone Shoyika Inca, and a 7th rounder from the Bears for a 6th. A lot of these 6th, 7th round pick swaps for players that like aren't. I feel like this is the way that instead of losing them for nothing, you get at least you get something, right? But you're not just getting you're not getting a 6th round pick. You're giving up you're just pick swapping. You're going up like 20 picks. You're not getting a full free pick. You're kind of
No,
like,
but the thing is, like, that 20 spots up could be the difference between a starter and a bench guy. Like, you know what I mean?
maybe,
Depending on
yeah.
who comes out. So, and also you're gonna have to refill your roster. So whether it be like a pick swap, there's probably whoever's getting more of those picks. Some of the guys that's on your team now aren't going to make the roster next year, so you just fill them with guys who you might have more potential than them, or guys who you're probably done with and giving up on. So yeah, you stack up on those 6th, 7th rounder picks just so you can fill out your roster for next off season. Some of them might not make the team. Or a lot of them might not make the team, but at least you guys have bodies for the off season.
All right, let's get to our teams. The two trades that our teams made. The Raiders sent wide receiver Jakobi Meyers to the Jacksonville Jaguars for a 4th and 6th round pick. Are those both this year, do you know, or is one of them from next year?
I think they're both for this year.
All right, so a 4th rounder and a 6th rounder. That's pretty good. What do you think about the trade Jakobi Meyers taking off to Jacksonville?
I think it's good for multiple reasons. One, he had already requested a trade, so he gets what he wants. You know, he's going to go somewhere where he's happy. He wasn't like a disgruntled player asking for a trade, just asked for a trade. Didn't want it to be somewhere where he felt like he'd be more happy or happier. Um, got his wish. No bad blood, I guess, between them. Nothing's been said in the media by either side about the other, so that was pretty cool. For the Raiders, again, they get a 4th and a 6th rounder. They get to work in the 2 rookies that they got now. They're probably going to take a lot of that time left by Jakobi Meyers. So you're going to get Vesh on the field a lot more. They were already starting to play him a little bit more. We'll see the other rookie out there from Tennessee. He'll be out there tons more now. You just get to see a lot of young guys play ball now with the season probably going in a direction of not making the playoffs. So,
Yeah.
which is pretty cool. Which is pretty cool. So now you have minutes for guys who you can go ahead and check out.
Is it? I mean, you know, sure, it's important for some of these young guys, especially rookies who not had the experience, to get onto the field, see the speed of the game, and like kind of build up that IQ and experience bank for future seasons. But is there anybody you think is gonna take a big step forward now that Jakobi Meyers is out?
Probably Besh because he's probably
2nd rounder, yeah, 3rd,
2nd. So he's probably going to be that guy that they put into the slot. He's a bigger body. He can play the outside as like a boundary receiver, but he's a big body. So I think he'd be more on the inside. He can play at that slot level. He's got some wiggle to him. Not too much, but consistent with the hands. You can have him come across the field, you know. So it'll be cool to see. I think he gets the bulk of those minutes because he was also showing a lot of promise throughout like the other games. But When you got a guy like Brock Bowers doing the things that he did this past Sunday, uh, he also probably gets those targets now too, since there's no one really else to uh take over at the time. Tucker's good,
Right.
that slot guy that they have. Man, he's one of those guys that kind of like Edelman or Kelsey, like he's just in those spots. He sits down in that zone. He catches those uh those short passes, the screens, takes him for long. He can run down the field. He's fast. So I think they can be a little bit more creative with the way they use him again. Um, but yeah, with Bowers there, I count on Bowers also probably getting a lot more looks again. And Jack Besh, if I had to say one person who would benefit from this the most, would be Jack Besh.
Uh, how do you rate the move? I feel like it's good, right? Like you had a guy that wanted to get out, and
Yeah,
that
and
the
you got
Raiders were
something back for it.
trying, and you got
Yeah,
some. Yeah, it's definitely a lot better than these pick swaps. Than like I'll give you this guy in a seventh, you just give me your six or something like that.
yeah, you can give me a six. Those are trades probably a lot of those trades are probably like money ones too, because sometimes these teams don't have the money to pay some of these guys in the offseason when they drop them, because you still got to pay some of these guys, and you got to make room for that money too. So yeah, super good pick because you can definitely get some quality players in the fourth and the sixth, but fourth before people used to just really pay attention to the first and second round, but a lot of the teams now when they're picking, they're super picky with all the way up until about the fifth round. So a fourth rounder and then an extra six on the back. That's pretty good value for Jakobi Meyers. And Jakobi gets to go somewhere he can maybe start fresh since he wasn't feeling very welcome with
Mhm.
Las Vegas. So yeah,
Well, and the Jaguars, like, I mean, they had Brian Thomas Jr. and they had Parker Washington kind of step up this last week, but Travis Hunter is on the injured reserve.
yeah, for
So
at least a few more games.
yeah, so at least
Uh
3 more weeks he's going to be on IR. So Jakobi Meyers can step in there and get right to it and
yeah,
help Trevor Lawrence kind of hopefully get the AFC South.
yeah. Well, they don't have Christian Kirk anymore either, so that's going to be a big addition for them.
All right. Is there anything else you wanted the Raiders to do for a trade deadline, or how do you kind of rank John Spytek's first deadline day?
Oh, it was pretty cool. It was quiet, not as I know a lot of Raider fans were probably like, man, go get some linemen, try to make a push at this, or
Mhm.
go out and get a quarterback. There was no quarterbacks available worth taking or even looking at the moment, so that was out of the question. An offensive lineman for sure, just that's super important, especially now. I think they'll be turning to Genti a lot more, just being able to see what he does. And this past
For
Sunday
sure.
showed off his versatility, 15-yard pass for a touchdown, and just running the ball, catching the ball in the backfield. So
He
yeah, I
threw
thought
a
that
touchdown.
no catching up. He
Oh,
ran caught a touchdown, ran it in from 15 out. So yeah, I would have liked to see them develop that O line, whether it be guys just rentals for the last half of the season, so we can see what Genti can do with the better O line.
I mean, I understand not wanting to give your picks away if you think you're probably not going to head to the playoffs. That's going to be at least a top 15. If it goes bad, top 10, top 5 pick.
Yeah,
So save as many of those. But also, I feel like if you totally would have given up, you could have done what the Jets did and traded away your Sauce Gardner, your Quinnen Williams, like your big pieces that you don't want to necessarily pay, so you can kind of start fresh. So for them
I know
not
a
to
lot of
shed
people.
cap,
I
I thought it
mean,
was kind of promising sign. They're still going to
yeah.
fight it out.
Well, I mean, they'll still have a little bit of cap to work with next year because we still got to get to the end of the year. So a lot of those contracts could be restructured, or some of those guys might not be. Some of those contracts might not be on the roster next year. So they're just gonna play out this year and see what they got. And moving a guy like, I know the big name on that team would be Max Williams, Max Crosby if he was moved.
Mhm.
But like you can't trade away the heart of the team right now. And he's not just the heart of the team; he's like the heart of the city right now. If when it
Yeah.
comes to the team, so he just signed a big contract, and then he decided to, and he hasn't asked. He had some rumblings end of last season about leaving, but this season he's been on it, man. He even tweeted something out at the end of the game, telling Raider Nation, "Yeah, sorry, it's tough. Just weather the storm." He says it's gonna get better, but he understands. But he said at the end, he said it's gonna get better. So it looks like he is still looking to the future with the Raiders. So that's a good sign.
Nice. Chargers at the trade deadline acquire Saints offensive lineman Trevor Penning for a 2027 seventh round pick. When I saw seventh round pick, I was like, nice. Well, when I saw offensive tackle, I was like, nice. Seventh round pick, nice. 2027 round pick. George, he's my guy. Way to go, way to go, way to go. Trevor Penning was taken 2 picks after Zion Johnson in the 2022 NFL draft. If you've listened to the show before, you fucking know Zion Johnson, number 77 left guard for the Chargers. I'm so sorry. Excuse me. I need to control that. Man, first round pick, like 12th overall out of Boston College. And then this year they were like, maybe he can be a center. He's still the left guard now. Oh my goodness.
But he's a better left guard.
But he's a better left guard. But now he's grown up. Now he's on his 3rd, 4th year. Trevor Penning, and this was one of Tom Telesco's, last drafts, 2023 was his last one, and then 4 with the Raiders, and then he wasn't doing it. Zion Johnson was supposed to shore up the middle of the line and kind of work alongside our center at the time who played with Green Bay, Corey Linsley. But in the lead up to that draft in 2022, they were like, why don't you guys take that Trevor Penning? He's like an offensive tackle. You guys need a right tackle. Your right tackle sucks. Sure. The problem is that Trevor Penning has been like a adult. Like he's been getting in trouble. Hasn't played well. He's been like having attitude problems or like not off the field stuff, but just kind of like he definitely didn't play up to his potential. But what do you expect? Northern Iowa. Ugh.
Wow.
No, not the people. No, so Trevor Penning's going to come. The Chargers preseason lost left tackle Rashawn Slater. Right tackle Joe Alt got injured for a bit, came back this last week, got injured again. Someone flew into I thought it was his knee, it was his ankle. So he's going to have season-ending ankle surgery. 2 of the best tackles in the league are out for the Chargers. And then the offensive tackle help that we traded for and signed, Austin Deculus and Bobby Hart, are either injured or play so bad they might as well be injured. So trading a future 7th round pick for a former 1st round offensive tackle, albeit one with attitude issues, maybe. I think tremendous, exactly what we needed. And I don't know how you only get a future 7th for a freaking offensive tackle from a team who so obviously needs a tackle. How bad is the situation in New Orleans that they're like, yeah, sure, help, please take this guy. I think they just needed him off the books, bro. Their salary cap situation is so bad in New Orleans that they're like,
if that's what helps you look at Trevor Penning and say, that's our guy.
That's our guy. And like, I'm like, oh no, we're trading for this bust. And I'm like, and he's probably gonna start at left tackle for us. So great use of resources.
You know what they say, another man's trash is someone else's trash
left tackle. Someone else's starting offensive tackle protecting their $100 million quarterback.
If anybody can bring him into his potential, I think
right?
Harbaugh is one of those guys. So yeah.
Well, I feel like Harbaugh is really good at like hyping up his guys. like making them feel like they're the best, even though it's like, even
Like
though you're not the best, you
they're
might
better
be in
than
the
they really
NFL.
are.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like what the motivator, he's got the motivator coaching trait where it's like, these guys have never played this well in their lives, and it's because of me. Because of me and how I hype them up and get them to believe they can do things they should have no freaking chance. They think they can do it. But when you're on a Harbaugh team, you're just like, the world is my oyster. What does that mean? What does that mean? Give somebody a high five.
Folks, if you've never seen the definition of delusional in human form,
I was in the last 60 seconds. The Chargers also traded away cornerback Jazir Taylor for a 2028 7th round pick. So they got the pick back. They got the pick back right away.
maybe they'll go and re-sign Asante Samuel since he just got cleared.
Oh, they traded him to the Jets. They traded his rights to the Jets. I think it was the Jets. But yeah, shout out to Asante Samuel Jr., who was a very fun cornerback, a nickelback, until he got like benched by freaking Brandon Staley. It's like, you're not good enough. And everyone's like, you're not good enough. Get out of here. So I like what the Chargers were able to do. They had to get offensive line help. They did. Not a lot out there to be had. Not a lot of willing trade partners want to give Justin Herbert an offensive tackle. They're like, actually, it'd be nice for us if you got hit so many times you didn't want to play football anymore. But hey, shout out to the Saints and giving us something.
If you're happy with the trade, I'm happy with it.
Hey, look at us, a bunch of happy guys. Yeah, so trade deadline has come and gone, and that's what happened. A bunch of people got a bunch of different any winners or big trades that you thought was really good or stuck out?
The Colts for sure, because they're a playoff team right now. Tied for first in the NFL, 7-2.
Yeah.
Defense is playing really well, but to get a guy like Sauce Gardner, I mean, if they were,
I thought he was going to be a freaking Revis Island in New York.
Hey, two different coaches, two different defensive coordinators.
Oh, okay,
so
yeah.
no consistency. So, he gets to come here and at least be in good spirits because now he finally gets to play for a team that's contending at 7-2. Now, if the Colts made the trade with 2 first-round picks and they were like mid-tier of the NFL and record-wise, then the trade probably wouldn't have made as much sense.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I like it for the Colts. I think they are the big winners right now because they get a guy who can really lock down that side of and they were in need of some corner help. Some of their corners were banged up, and they were still doing a tremendous job while being hurt. And now they get a healthy, real number 1 corner to go with that great defensive line that's been killing people this year. So yeah.
Then you also have the Cowboys. I know we made fun of them for getting Logan Wilson and thinking that was it, but the Quinnen Williams trade I think helps a lot. You also traded away Micah Parsons for a defensive tackle, so you're going to have Quinnen Williams next to Kenny Clark in front of Logan Wilson. What? Oh, does Logan Wilson coming over and taking over that middle linebacker or main linebacker spot push Marisley Fowl to the bench, or is he going to be like a different type of
Probably different
linebacker?
packages. Yeah, probably different packages. I think. I don't know if they'll. Mesh has been doing pretty good for them. I don't know how he's been doing lately, but yeah, he's been a big surprise for them, and he gets a lot of playing time. He makes a lot of plays out there, so we'll see.
Yeah, hopefully we can see. Any shout outs before we go?
Man, like always, man, I always forget to write these things down. But shout out to the world. No big shout outs, man, except to that young Penn State Pacifica player that's he went viral this past weekend for helping an equipment guy push
Oh yeah. That was
which was
dope.
super,
That was dope.
yeah, super cool. Hops over the fence, you know. The poor kid had like what looked like a few people from Ohio State's coaching staff next to him. Some other guys that were in the tunnel, like it literally looked like there was five dudes there that they could at least help him, but he walked right past the kid, and my man, I have to remember his name. Seeing him just jump right over the uh the little medium there between the tunnel
Vega
and help.
Ioane,
Oh, there it is, and
number
help him push.
71 for Penn State.
My gosh, when he hopped over too, what a big guy, man.
Had like double knee braces on. I was like, damn.
Yeah, that's a big
But he saw one of the Penn State guys pushing one of those equipment carts uphill back to the
small dude.
field,
Yeah.
and he was like, "Oh, bro, I gotta go help this guy." So he hops the fence on his way back, and it says while getting heckled by Ohio State fans. What pieces of garbage! He hops the fence to go help push the cart uphill with the equipment guy. Bro, that's just you love to
That's
see that. That's like some Islander
that's just like
personification
people
right
being
there.
our
Yeah,
people. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Shout out to also to Kehlemi, friend of the show in the league
Hey,
at Polyfest. Just he's been having a great run. I think he's touring with
Etu.
Etsu
Mm.
season, and man, some of the stuff like just hearing them live is different. Like hearing some of the clips from their live shows, super good, man. He just did well, he only put a snippet out of a snippet, a snippet
Little
of
clip it.
Whitney Houston cover that he did. Man, okay, that sounds real good. I'm excited. I hope he drops that or he's able to drop it at least, make the full song. Yeah, man, love to see stuff like that. Those guys out there just going out touring like that, performing for people and seeing the reactions from people when they're performing. Man. So super cool, man. Super cool.
Shout out to Hawaiian Airlines,
Oh, yeah.
who retired their official Hawaiian code and call sign last week. No more HAL, which has been printed on all of our, little baggage
No more
stickers.
flight 466, 465. We will not be.
Oh, it's not going to be those numbers?
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Man, come on, Alaska.
Yeah.
uh,
The last of
well,
those.
do you think how soon until the airplanes flying in and out of Pongo Pongo International Airport say Alaska Airlines? Do you think that's going to be right away, or like
I think
are
it's
they
pretty
going to
quick.
keep the Hawaiian for a while at
I
least,
don't
even if
think
they
so.
change? What?
Yes. I don't think so. They did once all the paperwork was done, once the sale was final and an actual sale, the transition, at least them trying to transition everything into Alaska was quick.
Yeah,
Like once they got the okay, it was like, all right, well, then they started adding these flights and started changing certain things. And then even with the employees, if you worked at Alaska for the ground crew, you had to go over it and you were helping everybody in Alaska transition over and learn things the Alaska way. So that was just an indication that they were just going to be like, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So for us,
Uh,
especially for us in the Pacific Islands, tough to see just because for American Samoa, they did when I was growing up in the '80s, they did have like what did they have fly to American Samoa? They had a couple other airlines that flew to American Samoa that aren't even in airlines anymore, and in Hawaii. And now the last remnants of like when flights were going to American Samoa are done. So that's crazy to see. And then for everybody in Hawaii, inter-island flights, like they don't even have Aloha Airlines anymore.
whoa! I didn't even think about the Hawaiian Inter-Island not
Yeah.
having Hawaiian Airlines.
So yeah, and we won't see that orange and purple, colorway anymore on planes, and
Wow,
Pualani, we won't see her on the tail of a plane anymore.
is that her name?
uh So it's gonna be crazy, man.
This from the end of the article that I'm reading on Airline Geeks. The FAA moved Friday, October the 24th, to officially cancel Hawaiian Airlines 3-letter call sign. The designator code is used mainly for commercial purposes such as ticketing, the HAL, while the call sign is used in radio communications. Alaska acquired Hawaiian in a $1.9 billion deal in September 2024. The two carriers are now in the process of integrating operations and securing a single operating certificate from the FAA. Here's important. Alaska has said it will maintain the Hawaiian brand even after the two become a single airline. End of article. That gives me hope that we might be able to see
Hawaii. Hopefully they do keep at least within the Hawaiian Islands. I'd love to see that inter-island at least keep those flights.
Man, yeah. Oh, that's crazy. All right. Shout out to the Polytickin Network. Hop on the Patreon, patreon.com/the Polytickin Podcast. Search Polytickin Podcast in the Patreon search there. Sign up. Appreciate you guys. Also, shout out to Vasa Island Apparel. Get your Polynesian shirts, sweaters, hoodies.
Yeah, get your crew necks and hoodies now because it's getting
cold world. And also hit up the Vasa Instagram, _Vasa on IG, to learn more about all the good things that they're doing in Modesto there at Via Dolorosa Church. Uri is posting different videos where it's explainers, it's recaps of the neighborhood markets that they're doing, the food bank that they're doing each week, or these monthly food drops where, you can show up, no questions asked, get a full thing of food for you and your family. The next one is happening this Friday, November 7th, from 11 a.m. to 12 or until supplies last. And that's going to be at Via Dolorosa Christian Congregational Church, 1331 Cascade Avenue in Modesto, California. If you're not in Modesto, send this to somebody that lives in Modesto or would drive to Modesto. There was a line last time, so definitely get there as soon as you can. And then ask them for more information on the weekly food bank.
More importantly, if you're able to help donate to anything, not just to them, but it's we'd love for you guys to help Uri and the church out and donate to them. But if there's any place around you in your area that you can donate to, please do that. Not even mentioning like political things. There's going to just be a lot of people who are going to be in need of food, just regular things that they were able to get with their SNAP benefits, just welfare. So despite what you think, not everybody who is on welfare is a bad person or was stealing from you. So there are gonna be some people in need out there, folks. If you can, do what you can.
Over 5,000 people in American Samoa have lost their food stamps since
a lot of people
November 1st.
A lot of people in Samoa who get food stamps. It's not like out here where like it's actual like welfare and low income. They do about income, but a lot of it are the old folks out there who are still dependent on stuff like that, like kind of just living on their own or helping their family out, who's helping to take care of them at an old age. So a lot of older folks are going to be affected by that, and then a lot of newborns whose parents depended on that, like getting their infant milk, if they're drinking infant milk, or just like cereal and milk for their kids. So, I know a lot of people probably would hate for me to say this, but if a lot of us who've never been to American Samoa before go down there, they might liken it to a third world country when they go into like some of these back villages, because you still have people who live in like folios and stuff like that, but they do depend on those benefits as far as just getting milk to the house, food for the kids. A lot of that stuff, man. So if you're also in American Samoa, help your people out, man.
Well, that's the thing. Like, when we were talking earlier, it's like American Samoa is probably not going to feel it as much because there are so many people that will make sure no one goes, starving, no one goes hungry. Your neighbors are more likely, there's a reason our houses don't have walls. because we were very accepting and very like anyone's welcome and taking care of each other. So people aren't as likely to go super hungry in American Samoa unless they're, like proud and not trying to accept help. Maybe that's one reason I can
Yeah.
see that. That's a, Islander pride. That and even going trick or treating this last week was kind of like taught me about filling in the gaps. Like if it's not going to be okay, there are people out in the community that are going to make sure something kind of gets taken care of.
Yeah.
So like when we're going out trick or treating, there's like whole families that are out there making sure that everyone's being safe, having a good time, getting a bunch of candy. The kids are feeling special with their costumes and stuff, and also seeing all the kind of like restaurants, the local restaurants that are like stepping up to give free meals to people that aren't getting their SNAP benefits or people that are hungry and need it. And then also seeing kind of people donating. They're like, oh, I might not be able to give, make a meal and go give it to, a bunch of families, but at least I can donate some money to help this, this cause of making sure people are fed. And if they're going to that place, let me give them money. So
For sure.
Very similar to American Samoa. People in America need to step up and fill in those cracks. It's not so much, I don't think it should be about, oh, why don't you have money for food? Because it's expensive out here and I spent it on rent. So can you help me with the food or what? Yeah.
Also,
Uh,
I'm very disappointed that you went out trick or treating and you were taking candies from kids. How old are you?
You think I was taking candies from kids?
He was taking his
Dog, I had bowls of candy put out outside of our house, right? I can't wait until we stay home and like have a Halloween party and I can like answer the door and be like, yeah, just freaking dump hands full of candy into like kids trick or treaters bags and stuff like that. But because we're currently trick or treating, because we have a trick or treater, we have to go out with her, so we're not at home. So I left candy at the door, and Seth was like, "Why are you leaving candy at the door? Just give it out." I'm like, "I'm not gonna be here." He's like, "You shouldn't leave it at the door," and I was like, "What are you talking about? I'm not gonna be here." So if someone comes by my house, I want them to at least have an opportunity for candy. Those kids did not take enough candy. I was like, bruh, I wrote a sign and I was like, take a few handfuls. And there was so much candy left over when I got home. I had to throw it away.
I would have. What? What is wrong with you?
Bruh, Nora wants candy for breakfast. She's sneaking. She's waking up in the middle of the night and she went downstairs and got like a piece of candy and ate it. And then she woke me up and she was like,
I'm probably not the
I
uncle.
had some candy. Can I have another one? I was like, it is 1 a.m. Go back to sleep. Yeah. So I mean, I would love to give out candy, but since we're walking around the neighborhood,
I would have taken the candy with me and just handed that to kids.
hey, I at first when Steph said that, why don't you go hand it out? I was like, walk around handing candy out? That's crazy. But I definitely should have done that with the amount of it rained, it hella rained. So we're tucked away and our apartment's kind of tucked away. So it's like we don't get as many, but I think the rain kind of killed it where we didn't get but a few, which was a bummer. But
I wasn't able to stay home. I had to work, so I just I had a whole bunch of extra Pokemon cards that I had because I have so much right now in bulk. But like some of the stuff, like the shiny stuff, the kids are like. So if you're into Pokemon, you know what reverse hollows are and hollows. And I had a big stack of those, and I just gave it to my sister and asked her to pass it out with the candy when she did. And when I got home, they were all gone, and I had like a few stacks. So she was saying all the little kids loved it, so that's pretty cool.
Bro, that's dope. Giving out cards.
Yeah.
I saw people giving out books, like for different ages. That was, I mean, I was like, but that's also pretty cool. But cards, I'm sure those went.
Hey man, I've seen people hand out Simon.
So
Oh,
yeah.
that's the best. Christian Samoa. Oh, what's the best candy? Everybody used to talk about the one house that was giving out the best candy. What would it be?
Right, it's always like full size chocolate bars.
Oh,
So if you were
see,
giving out full size Twix or full size Snickers,
we go to in American Samoa, we go to like the government housing, like Lions Park or Waterville at one time was government housing. Like a lot of the contract
nice.
workers stay there. So you go to those houses and you always knew there was at least one, and it's usually the off-island family. They would make homemade Rice Krispies, and everybody would try to get to that house.
Nice.
Yeah, that's too funny. Now I gotta go buy Rice Krispies.
Homemade Rice Krispies definitely not the same as packaged ones.
No, they
Uh,
hit so much different.
what is your favorite and least favorite Halloween candy?
Like Halloween candy, or just like candy in general.
Nah, Halloween candy. Like if you're going trick or treating, what is like, oh yeah, and oh man.
Man, like if it like the miniatures, it's gonna be Twix. I'm always gonna try to get a whole bunch of Twix,
Yeah.
like the miniature Twix. And believe it or not, I love Tootsie Rolls. Like yeah, all the kids leave their Tootsie Rolls, and I'll just go through the bag and try to grab like the Tootsie
I'm
Rolls.
looking at all this chocolate.
Yeah.
What?
Tootsie Rolls. All the kids, yeah. So, my least favorite, oh man, candy corn.
Yeah, candy corn. Oh man, candy corn is like butterscotch. Uh,
Hey, hey,
uh
hey, don't badmouth butterscotch.
I know that's
Uh,
so bad. That's bad for butterscotch. It's not corn.
no,
It's
and this is
candy
like if you get
in
the
a
wrong one,
corn kernel.
it tastes like wax.
Bro, the consistency of wax with like
Yeah,
the light aftertaste of old ass butterscotch that's been.
right. Yeah,
I think it was Lewis Black that had like the candy corn joke where it's like all the candy corn that you've ever seen is all the candy corn that's ever been made. They haven't made new candy corn since 1813. That's the same candy corn. They every year they just collect it from the trash and they
I
repackage
believe
it.
you. I believe you.
That's
I
200
believe
year
you.
old candy corn you're eating.
I believe you. Man.
uh I love sour candy. I think Smarties are probably my favorite. I can eat the sour chalk chew all day. I don't
Oh,
know how sugary they are because, well, this is the other thing. I don't really consider them candy. It's very light, just like so. I don't know how sugary those are,
oh,
but it
this
probably is
this
why the diabetes is going way up.
this, folks, is how you get a diabetic shock.
Yeah,
I'll go into diabetic shock when
what
you're
do
telling
you eat?
yourself, ah, it's light candy.
It's nothing, right? It's just like it evaporates. You chew it, you add some spit, it's gone. Did
That
I even eat it?
that's like
Smarties are the best.
that's like saying cotton candy is nothing because it just disappears in your mouth when all it is sugar.
Sugar water you're drinking.
This food
Sour
said,
punches. Sour
Smarties,
punches.
Smarties are
Smarties.
they're so tiny you can make braces with them if you want. But they're
Oh,
light.
dog.
It's light candy. I promise, light candy. This
Seth,
guy.
Seth was talking on the weekly episode about those candy necklaces and playing basketball and taking a candy
Oh
break.
yeah. Oh yeah. No. And that's why all four of us. That's why all four of us struggle. With,
That's why
because
all four of us struggle in the
yeah,
post.
and that's why we need to change our lifestyle.
Yeah, hey,
Because of
man.
things like that. God. And
uh,
then that fool just posted. He had they were making Rice Krispies, but on the regular Rice Krispies, someone looked like they had drizzled on like Nutella. I was like, bro,
oh, see, little
did you need me,
the
did you need me to send you a shot of Manjaro?
yeah, you don't want to put this in your thigh. All right. Uh, what you said the worst was candy corn, best was Twix.
The best, yeah, Twix.
I
Love
like it.
Twix.
Bro, Twix is
Unless you're handing out,
S tier.
unless you're handing out homemade Rice Krispies, then yeah, you win.
That's the one for you.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
All right. Any other shout outs?
Oh, one before we go, not even a shout out, but I'm going to tell you. because you're on the. If you go out, go get some Rice Krispies, okay? You don't even need actual marshmallows. You just need Rice Krispies, marshmallow fluff, and I
What
wish.
is that?
Oh, it comes already melted, the marshmallow. So it's like, yeah, you'll see it. I'm sure Sammy knows what marshmallow fluff is. Take her with you. Get that, get some Nutella. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna get a bowl, you're gonna put the Rice Krispie in with the fluff, microwave it for a little bit, and so bring it back out, put it on a cookie sheet, lay it out. It's gonna look like regular Rice Krispies. Then
But
what happened?
but
But it is regular Rice Krispies, honestly, because it's like the super fast way of doing it.
yeah.
But what you're gonna do is, yeah, so it's like the super fast way of making Rice Krispie treats. You get the cereal, you get the fluff, mix it all together in this bowl, put it in the microwave. It's gonna melt. It's gonna turn out that way. Lay it out on a cookie sheet. Take more of the fluff. Uh, butter your butter your Rice Krispie with the fluff. Uh,
Fluff your Rice Krispies.
Fluff your Rice Krispies. Get some Nutella. Lay the Nutella over the fluff, and then roll it.
Oh
And
my
then put it
god.
and then put it in the freezer. And when it's red, like or icebox, then when it's cold enough, you pop it back out, and now you have chocolate. You can add cinnamon, and that way it makes Rice Krispie cinnamon Rice Krispie Nutella rolls.
Rolls, and then what, you cut it like a cinnamon roll slice,
Yep,
and you have it like a cookie or something.
yep, yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now I gotta go find freaking marshmallow fluff. Thanks a lot.
And that's why I have
Can
diabetes.
I just roll the metformin into the cookies? Can
Oh
I
yeah,
like roll my diabetes medicine right
push it
into
into
the
the
fluff?
fluff. You won't even see it. You won't even see it, bro. Just push
Metformin
it
bay.
into the fluff, man.
Appreciate everybody for staying to the end. Once again, Cooper Flagg rookie card.
And
Just go
hey,
and show some love to
look,
Vasa.
telling you, man. Hey, if 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 you want, I'll send this to you too, man.
God, stop giving stuff out. Hold on, back up, back up. Hey, don't look, don't look, don't look, people.
Man,
Turn it
look at
off.
it. Look,
Is that a
look.
shiny Kawhi?
Yep.
Bro, this fool Seth said November 14th to line up at a GameStop. I'm
Oh, is he
I'm
going?
fitting to do it.
Is he going? Is he go? I'm going. Is he going?
I'm going. I might, but I'm
No one from work. What did he tell you to do that so you can send him what you're getting?
no. Oh no, I was
Oh,
thinking he was like, "Are you gonna do it? You guys should go." The next drop is the 14th. They're dropping a new box. It could be
so
you could get a 4-tier Charizard. I was like, what?
it's so I put in my leave already for the 14th. And
Oh,
if anybody from work
damn.
listens to this, it didn't happen. Um, I get off Thursday night, and I'm gonna drive from where I work at, and I'm gonna go straight home first, get something to eat, because I get off at 11, so I should be home by 12. It's an hour drive. Then I'm gonna go and park in front of
Yeah. Oh shit.
and I'm gonna I'm gonna get a power bank, and I'm gonna put my TV in the back and my Xbox, and I'm gonna play NCAA until they open at 10 o'clock the next morning.
10 o'clock.
Phantasmal Flames, folks. That is the new series dropping. Uh, what just dropped was Mega Evolution. This is a uh, what is the this is part of that era for Pokemon, and this is just like a sub. It's a sub era for them. So it's gonna be Mega Phantasmal Flames. The pool, man, the cards are absolutely gorgeous in it. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
I need, man, what is it, like $300 for a box?
No, so if you're going to go to GameStop's one of those places right now that haven't really raised their prices. You can still maybe get it at MSRP. So if you're gonna get an ETB it's a box that comes with one promo card, which is really a good card already. You get that card, you get commemorative coin in it, you
Damn.
get and then it comes with it's an actual deck you can play with. You get the stuff you need to play with, and then you get 9 packs. So that usually runs you on the value. The market value is probably going to be around anywhere from 75 to, like you said, 200, $300 once people resell it. But if
Mm-hmm.
you can get to GameStop that day, you can probably still get it for around MSRP, which is going to be about $50,
50 for a box?
or a box,
Nice.
or a
That's
box.
way more affordable than I was thinking.
So totally. Uh, if you guys don't know,
It's a
you can go
lot.
to Barnes and Noble. If you guys are
Oh,
still
okay, okay.
trying to pick up some Mega Evolution that just redropped, Barnes and Noble, you got to go to the counter. They sell it behind the counter because they do limited at Barnes and Noble. But not too many people know that Barnes and Noble sells cards. So I myself picked up where are we at? Two ETBs the other day. One was in line, and the girl was gracious enough to sell me two. So I got it. I got two of these. This is called an ETB. You can see I got
Yeah.
two of these for less than 100. So it came out to like 90,
Nice.
which is super crazy. Yeah. They had some other stuff there, but there were kids behind me, so I didn't want to be a dick and be like,
Let me
damn.
get actually I
But
have
yeah,
adult money. Give me two more.
right. So please, folks, if you are out there and you have kids behind you, or just collectors behind you, save some for them. GameStop's also another cool place because you get one of each of whatever they're selling. Uh, and then if you're a pro member, you can get two of each of what they're selling. But there is a limit. So yes, I am a pro.
I let my GameStop Pro membership expire. I haven't bought games. I think a year ago now. I'd stopped
Oh man.
buying Madden. I stopped going in every year to get Madden. I started
Oh
buying it
yeah. I
digitally,
mean,
and then I
digitally.
stopped
But
needing.
see, that's a you should. I mean, if you're at least buying that digitally, you should save it because you do get the discounts and there's a lot of promos that come with stuff like that.
Mm.
And yeah, man. I mean, shit, man. I might talk to Seth. We might have to start a YouTube about
Bro, yeah, a collecting. We talked about collecting this Patreon episode. Well, Marcus was talking about collecting comic books, but it started getting into collecting everything. We
all
talked
right.
about you. We talked about you a lot.
Talk
Uh,
about me.
we uh, do you have that Charizard card?
I do. I
We
still
were
have
gonna,
that.
bro. I'm so sorry about last week. Nora came in. She was like,
Oh
"You
no. What?
said we were gonna go for a walk," and I was like, "I said after I was done talking to Uncle Forrest, we were gonna go for a walk," and she was like, "It's almost dark," and I was like,
It
"I
was
was
hella funny.
hoping you wouldn't have noticed that."
It was hella funny. That was the funniest things. So I mean, a lot of people don't know I do collect. So I do. This is Spider Gwen number one,
Whoa!
2025, and then so the second issue, and then the third issue just came out last week, so I gotta pick that up. And
What the
then
heck?
this is an artist. Um, he does different covers, so this is a cool one. This is a collectible. I think the cover right now, this one right now is about.
The monster and the wolf.
Yeah, I
So
think it's
that's an alternate cover. There are other covers of
yes,
that
there's
same
other
one.
covers, and I think that one right now is about. That one right now is like 300.
When did they do Spider? Is Spider Gwen Spider Woman?
No, she. So if you watch Spider-Man, he's got Oh, actually, if you watch the one with what's it, the Garfield dude, his girlfriend,
Edge. Oh, the Garfield dude.
yeah, his girlfriend that is Gwen. She was introduced like way back when, as like she wasn't a superhero, but
Mm-hmm.
then when the I don't know if you watched the Spider-Verse
Yeah, I
movie.
watched the Spider Verse.
Oh, so Gwen's in that. That's Gwen.
No,
The
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just they just started doing the comics.
As far as no other comics, I think have been in like for uh I have the first couple issues from last year too. So I think maybe
Yeah.
about 3 or 4 years. Yeah.
I don't want to talk about Spider Man because that Beyond the Spider Verse doesn't come out until middle of
Oh my gosh.
2027.
Oh my
What the
gosh.
hell?
Yeah, there's just been I guess there's been so much stuff that's happening in the comic world. I don't know why that would like pertain to them, but yeah, they're just pushing it back. Story's getting
I think
it's
I
pretty
think it
cool.
says it was like connected to the writer strike from.
That too, that too. So But I mean, it just means it's gonna be a lot better.
Yay.
Man, yeah,
What a great
collecting.
setup. Those first two movies are amazing.
Oh my gosh, so amazing. They're probably the best movies of that year. So,
Yeah.
like, yeah, the Charizard. That was Seth was the first person I texted because I was like lit, and he's one of the people that I know. Like, he's one of the big collectors that I know. Like, he's
Yeah.
super collects. So, and he was super hyped for that. And it's funny because the pack I got it from. So the single pack I got it from is I want to say it's like $18 a pack right now. One single pack. I stood in line at GameStop and got a sticker pack that comes with three of those packs in it, and I got that for $17, which is the price of one pack on the value market though. So I got three packs, some stickers, which I'm sending to Nora. That's what I showed Nora.
I was gonna say that's it. I was like, you want to come say hi to Uncle Forrest? Uncle Forrest, do you still have your sticker book?
Yeah, that's too funny, and that's another reason I collect a lot of this stuff, man. Is so I can like hand it out to like my nieces and nephews. And I won't lie, it's stuff I like to collect. And there's always going to be money involved, but that's another reason I do collect. So I can pass stuff on to like Nora, my nieces here, my nephews who collect also Pokemon cards. And
Is
that's the
that
crazy
like, especially that shared excitement? If there's someone that's like really
man,
into it, like
man.
like basketball
So
cards, baseball cards,
the
Pokemon.
facility I work at, a lot of those kids are like some of them are pretty rough, like not hood kids, but they've been running the streets for a little bit, and that's why they end up in the rehab facility that I'm at, that I work at. And then when I asked them, some of them like, I'm not really into Pokemon, I know what Pokemon are, but as I collect cards. And then they're like, oh, cool, you got cards with you? So a lot of my like bulk, as they call it, I took it over two big boxes, and they were super like just like because
Nice.
they were like, of course there was gonna be that one kid. Is any of these worth like $300? I was like, yeah, if I were at free
No,
it's like
no. These are the multiples.
yeah, but for the most part, they were like, they were picking cards out. Like, can I have this? I was like, yeah. And when like you were like, for real, I can have this. I was like, yeah, you can have that. It's like take as many as you want.
Wow, nice.
Yeah. So, like you said, little kids, the excitement seeing in their face, but even grown kids, just something that no one's ever really shown them, and they like to. Yeah, man, it's cool, man.
Oh, that's dope.
And for me also,
Oh,
I just got a box I showed Seth. And so this box I got lucky. If you go to the machines, if you're lucky to go to a machine, sorry folks, this is a long episode, but if you're lucky enough to go to the machine, you can get one of these boxes for like 27 bucks. But on the resale value, this particular series called 151, $120. Six packs in there, six packs in this box. $120. I was able
oh,
to get one from the machine that was only 27. So I won. Where are we at? I scammed it. 27 at the machine, 123, about 123 on the market right now, value market resale.
whoa.
Yeah.
How long are
So
you gonna try to hold that for? Or are you ready to
man,
let it rip for the
Seth
hundo
just
right
asked
now?
me. Seth was ready to be like, you dummy. Because he's like, bro, did you open it? I was like, no, I didn't open it. He's like, and he was like, "Oh, so I'm gonna keep it for a little bit. I don't feel like reset because I'm super tempted to open it. I'm that guy. Like, if I
I
buy
want
this,
to see what's
I want to
inside.
open it. Yeah, like, and it could very well just be like, uh, no hits at all, no hits at all. Same thing with this. So I got this, 27 bucks on the market. It's 60. And that's why,
Already.
and that's why Pokemon has like, you have guys in the stock market business telling people to put their money into Pokemon cards right now. That's how big it's boomed in maybe the
It's an
last couple.
ETF. Who needs an index fund?
That's what I'm saying. Like so, like it's wild, man. It's super crazy, man. And so those are two. This is a different series too. This was 27 at the machine, 50 on the
You're
market.
consistently getting them at the same machine or these different machines?
Oh no, man. I on my days off, if I have nothing to do in the morning, I'll
You
hop
to
in my
roll
car.
around,
I'll drive to different machines and
see what's there.
yeah, just pick one stuff and like I'll check. Uh,
That's
man,
crazy.
it's
It's
really gonna make
already 100%.
look this. So every Monday and Wednesday, Target gets their
Their
they re
shipment.
every Monday and Friday. Walmart re ups their stock. Every Friday and Saturday is a drop at GameStop. Um, every Monday is Best Buy. Best Buy is another good place for good prices.
Dog.
And if you're a like I said, then you find places like no one really knows about Barnes and Noble unless you really collect. Barnes and Noble is a good place. Dollar Tree restocks every Wednesday.
You said
Uh,
Dollar Tree?
Dollar Tree sells too.
The
Uh,
boxes?
Boxes, all kinds of cards.
Nice.
What they get. If you go to Safeway and there's nothing at the machine, go ask at the service desk if they have any in behind the service desk. They do carry packs behind the service desk, but you gotta ask where they sell the cigarettes and stuff like that at Safeway.
Mhm.
They'll keep packs back there.
That's
Uh,
crazy.
yeah. So again, the $9 on the market value, you can buy them for $5 behind the counter at Safeway. So yeah, man. Shit, there's some 7-Elevens right now that have started selling Pokemon cards like that.
I'm just trying to think. Like, if you. Okay. Actually, let's do this another time. We're offline.
Yes. We could be here for a
uh,
while. Yeah.
I'm like, if you just put $1,000 into Pokemon cards, you can have $2,000 tomorrow. And then if you put two
That
thousand
that's
dollars into
very true.
Pokemon cards, you can have four
And look,
thousand dollars tomorrow. I'm like,
and look,
why
it's
are we working?
when you're moving them, they're not that hard to move, honestly. So
See,
if I'm telling
see,
you, if I'm gonna be honest, like if you're gonna resell, you try to get they're called booster bundles and ETBs. This is my opinion. Go buy those because so like the first box I showed you, the big black one, if you can get it at a machine or if you can get it for like 60 at the most, you can still resell them almost at $100, and that's what people are
crazy.
doing right now. So yeah, man, we should sit down and I mean, we could all put some money in together and just shop. Shops are tough right now because they're getting, that's how valuable these cars are. Shops in
Oh
LA
yeah, there you
everywhere
go.
are getting broken into right
Oh,
now.
broken into, robbed. Oh
Getting
oh
robbed.
man,
They're getting robbed right now, getting their stuff jacked because it's so the money is there for Pokemon cards if you're in it for the money. I rip right now. I'm not in it yet for the money like that. I love the excitement I get as a little like I'm a little kid when I'm opening these packs. So pretty cool, pretty cool. Anything you can. If you're into One Piece, they got One Piece cards. If you're into Naruto, I don't know if anybody watches Naruto, you get Naruto cards. So those are pretty cool.
yeah.
Sports cards. Like the cards I just showed you, that BJ Edgecombe, the set just came out. The market's gonna drop a little bit at least because they're gonna saturate the market because the set just came up. There's gonna be so many of those cards out. Like I think
For
for
now,
for now, but if you keep them, but right now, as when BJ Edgecombe went on that 2 game rip, that
hmm
card came out was probably like
heated
10
up.
cents. After those 2 games, the market was $27 just after those 2 games, from like 7 cents to $27. So that's the crazy market. Cooper Flagg rookie card. He hasn't even played half a season. He hasn't even played a quarter season. $1,700 already. If it's signed, like because they come signed sometimes in the packs. If you can find that card,
Whoa, signed.
$1,700. Okay, right before we go, last one, guys. So I opened up a couple of boxes the other day. Uh, I think right now for basketball, this would be. Where you at? Why you having me? I got you got the Yang, and then
Hanson Yang Hanson.
oh man, I got a good one from him. What is that?
Bro, let me get that. I'm gonna go try to get this for signature. Oh, I
I
think
try,
he just went G League or
yeah,
he's practicing
yeah.
with the G League.
Well, yeah. So this is I don't know if you guys know who Keyshawn George is. He plays for the Washington Wizards. So that came signed. That's pretty cool. And
Nice.
then game one jersey, even though he's only playing like exhibition. So I got a piece of Yanks jersey. So pretty cool, pretty cool. Those are
Uh,
yeah. So yes, man, yeah, we'll get together with Seth and Marcus and we should do like
oh, like
we
a
should do like the
collector's.
yeah,
Ooh, I like it.
especially with them tied up with Scoopius now, because his stuff literally you could collect that, put it on the market, and we could help him have his own real collector's market with the stuff that Scoofius puts out, especially with the
Uh,
wrestling stuff.
I
Uh,
think I saw some. Well, yo, shout out to Scoofius.
yeah, man. I mean, there's so much stuff. And then if you guys watch like anime figures, that's from Jujutsu. This is from Demon Slayer. So so much stuff, man.
Have you watched K-pop Demon Hunters?
No, I refuse to.
You refuse to?
I refuse to.
Snora's
No,
favorite.
I haven't watched it. Is it? Yeah,
Yeah. She
right.
watched it
Like,
twice and she's like, "Can you play Golden?" I'm like, "Oh
and
my
it's
god."
not just my niece, my nephews too. My nephews when they come
It's a
over.
great movie.
Yeah,
And the songs are catchy.
songs are super catchy. Songs are super catchy, guys. But
Uh
yes,
the
yes,
battle scenes are freaking are the just the general animation and the
super good
animation.
animation for it. Yeah, super good animation.
Um good stuff. Appreciate you for being on.
Thanks for letting me get all that out because I don't often get to get all of that out. Sometimes it just festers in me, and I'm like,
Bro, we should do lives and
oh,
like do the have people come in and like what do you have and
oh
kind
man,
of
let's talk.
and
Oh,
especially with stuff and like some sort of card
we'll talk to
collector
Seth,
collection
man.
comic show.
We'll
It's
do
gonna
a
be
pack battle every month. We'll
wow.
do one episode where we all buy a pack of whatever
Nice.
the same
Let's
like
see who gets the
Pokemon.
best.
Yep, Pokemon, or
And
if
the
it's
winner gets
One
all the
Piece.
cards.
Bet that is the man. I'm telling you, big
Good
market
stuff.
for it, and not even just that, man. They really put us out there with a lot of other people. The community, Seth already knows the Pokemon community. Amazing community to be a part of. A lot of love, a lot of giving. Like that Charizard, man. I've seen someone give that away for free, just because that's part of the community at these shows. Kids come up and they tell their stories, and these guys love their stories. And Beer Dad Cards, if you guys have time, go follow Beer Dad Cards on Instagram and TikTok. Super cool dude, and also YouTube.
I just feel like that's the level of kind of business that
Right.
I want us to get to is where we can like be comfortable giving away like crazy valuable
Yeah,
stuff
that's what I'm saying. Like,
because we know like this is gonna
uh,
help somebody, but also because I mean, if we didn't have if the card guy didn't have anything, he wouldn't be giving away,
no,
$100 cards or
for
anything
sure.
like that. So to be
And
that
these
that's
guys
dope.
also have regular jobs. They go to these things. They've been there.
Oh,
I mean, but also the guy I'm talking about though, he just hit like I forgot how many people he hit, but his rise to popularity was like meteoric. Like he started one day and someone watched his video, and then like he was pretty popular among the community. But now people go to these shows just to stand in line, just to meet him. They don't really collect, and they'll come and they'll meet him and then don't donate money to his table for other kids to come and buy cards. And that's how he operates, giving away stuff like that, all by other people, especially in the community, just giving into like his
oh, yep,
live and stuff
yep.
like that. So I mean, he's not a rich dude by any means, but very giving. You know what I mean? Just like
Nice.
the politician dude. I think he's from New Zealand, Jaden. I don't know if you've seen any of his videos. He's like, I don't know if he's a
Oh,
monster.
yeah.
So so that kind of the same thing he's doing, and I seen uh
Jaden Lang,
someone like that, and then I
Jaden
see
Tyson, Jaden Lang
yeah,
Tyson, Jason Tyson Lang. Yo,
and
I saw those Hill videos.
oh yeah, yeah,
Instant follow. I was
yeah,
like, oh, it's a series. Oh, there's more. Oh, he's going across the whole ocean. Yeah,
yeah. He hooks up
nice.
with the bigger dude that's been on his weight journey. What's his name? The other Samoan comedian. He's from New Zealand too. Younger guy. He's trying to be polite here. He's super chubby. What's
Yeah,
his name?
yeah, yeah.
Forgot. But that dude, they're all part of. And then I seen King Scar, Jason. I don't remember. He went to Samoa. He was talking about he just went home to visit American Samoa. His videos are pretty popular, so he's kind of trying to do the same thing with get big enough to help people, like go into a store and be like,
Nice.
hey, shopping spree for you and your family, something like that. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean that's always the
Bruh.
yeah, that's always the goal, man.
You pay for somebody's groceries? Oh,
Big man, like the type of lot, like, hey, this is $1,000, go get what you want. This type of grocery shopping is like whatever you want, go get it. You know what I mean? And when you're done with whatever you want, I'll pay for it.
mhm.
Type shit. So yeah, man, we could do
It's that
this.
time. It's that time, man.
It is.
Ooh, we hit on some packs. We sell the cards and we buy some groceries.
Well, that's what I'm doing, man. Because
Wow.
I'm also going tomorrow. I'm trying to work at Target. I still have my other job, but I'm also trying to get a job closer here to home. So wish me good luck, guys. Go to interview tomorrow. You
Oh
know,
hell yeah. Good luck.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know how to interview. You
Oh,
got
for
it.
sure, for sure. I know how
Are
to
you
lie.
nervous or are you worried
Nah,
about
nah,
any questions or are you looking forward to any
nah,
questions?
nah. Okay, this is what happened. I got the job yesterday, but I turned it down because they were like, it's seasonal, but depending on how you do, we keep you. And I was like, I got a lot of bills to pay, man. I can't just like, I was thinking to myself, damn. Then I thought about, I talked to my moms, talked to my people, and I was like, and everybody said, why would you not bid on yourself? You've been good at every other place you went to. How would you not bid on you? Why would you not bid on yourself getting the job? Like, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because you're gonna go work hard. They're obviously gonna keep you. You're gonna be one of the guys they keep on because,
Right. If you get your foot
yeah,
in, you're definitely
yeah.
going to be kept.
So, yeah, I had to turn tail and go back and be like, hey, hey,
Hey, all
I made a
right.
mistake. I made a mistake. You're right.
Let's
I should.
do this. But I will walk if any of this BS happens, okay? You know me.
Right. Yeah. So I got out there to talk to them tomorrow. So yes, sir.
GG's. Yeah, hopefully that all goes well and you have the target inside information on when those drops are happening. And you can
Uh,
Chauncey Billups them to all of us. And we'll be there. All right.
all right.
Thank you to Cepha and all the degenerate gamblers and collectors for listening.
You're welcome.
We're gonna keep it going. Appreciate you guys for tapping in for real.
Hell yeah.
And to Forrest, thank you for always being on and for us being together and doing this. This
We
is
love it. We
always
love it. We love it.
one of the highlights of the week.
Always.
Yeah. Again, Polytickin Network, Vasa Island Apparel. This Ballinesian podcast. Appreciate you guys. See you next week. Stay hydrated. Drink water.
Please.
Stay blessed. Stay balling. Love and light. Peace.
Go Raiders.